Well, another large celebration is coming up. Hi, welcome to the Todd and Erin Daily Stream, which is Father's Day.
Well, we have the argument all the time of, well, what do moms really want for Mother's Day? And you're very good at that. I mean, you're really good at really wanting to know. So the question is, what do you want for Father's Day?
I have some thoughts.
So what do I want for Father's Day? It's the question every year. What do I want for Father's Day? Oh, maybe a tie. Hello. Not a tie. They do have money clips. That used to be an old traditional one with your initials on it, but I didn't know they made them for change. Coffee mug, world's best dad. No. Mine says, shut up, I'm drinking coffee. And I started thinking about it because Erin, maybe, she suggested maybe we'd cook you a special meal. And there's a reason I'm the cook in the family. There's a reason. So I said, I don't like this. So then we started talking. Oh, where's my list? I made a list. Didn't like this. Oh, trip. Take a trip. Unfortunately, we're on a budget. So a trip is, so instead of a trip, we're doing a suckation. And I don't know if you've heard about those, but they're awesome. So we've got the suckation thing going. And then let's see, what else can we do? Camping. We can do camping, which is like practicing for being homeless. But it can be fun. Let me see, what else do I have? Money clip, camping, trip, budget. Hang on one second. Oh, it's Erin. Hi. No, I'm doing a video about Father's Day. What are you going to give me for Father's Day? No, you're not on speaker. Really? When? How far away is Father's Day? Oh, there's more. Okay. Wow. I must be a really good father. Yeah, I have a little news for you. Yeah, you are on speaker. I'm kidding. Shush. I'm kidding. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Oh. Married 20 years and still frisky as ever. So camping, no, yes, okay. So basically what it has come down to is that I have decided, because Erin, all she wants to do is be left alone for Mother's Day. Mother's Day, it's just like, just go away. Or we go away or she goes away. It just depends. And so what we need to do is we need to figure out what exactly I need, and some alone time, yeah, that's okay. But I think what I really want is to torture them. Right? Doesn't that make sense? You could torture them. Let's say I put, I know. Take them in the backyard. We'll hose them down with a hose, garden hose, and then I'll dry them off with my leaf blower. Put it on video. Have it forever. They'll never forget it. I won't. And it's a perfect Father's Day. You know what? You're welcome. You're welcome for that idea. All right, you guys go have a great Father's Day. You should have heard Erin. Oh my God. Swears like a sailor.
The Todd and Erin Daily Stream is brought to you by PC Laptops, with desktops and laptops starting as low as $7.99 with a lifetime parts and service warranty. They fix phones too. Go to PCLaptops.com.
Oh, all the spring rain, guess what it's done for us? It's pushed up all the orange barrels again.
Isn't that exciting, like toadstools? Now, what is it this time that's going to be next to impossible? Because
Everything. They're going to be everywhere. Here's the latest one that just came out. The ramp from the Salt Lake City International Airport eastbound I-80 will be closed long-term starting this weekend and going through July.
Which is pretty much the only way to get into the Salt Lake City Airport, unless you want to go to, like, Tooele first.
What they recommend is finding an alternative route.
That should be impossible. So that's good.
Succation's coming your way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of happily said you might want to just go about an hour extra, and that's including the hour extra you go now for security and the 2 hours you go extra for international. So that's going to be great. Let's just take a mini fridge.
I love Harry Potter and
I'm
all.
so excited.
But
No.
there's a level of
there's never a limit.
Potterism that I'm done with.
Well, you are not a member of Pottermore, and that's your problem.
I don't play Quidditch in the park down the street.
No, there's a website called Pottermore. If you're not on it, it's J.K. Rowling's website, and she kind of talks about new stuff that's coming up. Now, the Broadway series did so good. That was Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Monstrous on Broadway. But what she's doing is she's coming up with 4 books, and it's basically like all the different coursework at Hogwarts, and so it's a story about each one. There's like Harry Potter, A Journey Through the Care of Magical Creatures, Defense Against the Dark Arts, astronomy, the potions and herbology. So basically she'll go through all the different studies at Hogwarts in 4 different books.
Are these like chapters, or are they full books?
Full
or are they
books.
smaller books?
Smaller books. But they're going to be amazing. They're ebook shorts, they say.
Oh, they're ebook shorts. Okay, now I understand.
And this is in addition to the 7 books following the boy who lived. And so she is not giving up. And each one of them is still amazing. I don't have the same investment because you don't get into the characters, I don't think, in the same way. But it's still great.
She's so screwed, though.
Why?
Well, I know she's got all the money and stuff, but how do you top this?
You don't.
There's a milkman named Fred. He lives in Montana. And it's like every idea you come up with. I mean, Stephen King at least gets to get creepier, right?
How much weirder can I get? Well, he lives in the woods of Maine, and since we vacation there at Todd's family cottage,
We understand.
We understand the creepy part.
We see people walking down the street with machetes all the time there.
Like it's normal.
Like they're the mayor.
It's like that. It really is. But yeah, it's different. Well, it's like Gone with the Wind. The author could never write another book because it's like, how are you going to top it?
How would you?
But you have to remember, J.K. wrote a huge series of books, and they got better and better.
Speaking of writing, dyslexic here, words.
Your spelling has gotten so much better, though.
These are words that I write around. You ever done that? You get to a word and it's like scrupulous.
It's sacrilegious.
That one too. And you get to it, and so you go, oh, I don't know how to spell it. So you go, on God trusting type of person with the thing. And so you go around the words. These are some of the most...
the 5 most misspelled words in the English language.
Wednesday, I love.
Get out. Did you realize that everyone always spells Wednesday wrong? Because why would there be a D, Wednesday? But it's that way, and you can always do it by picturing Wednesday. It makes it easier.
You know who came up with that word? The guy who spells colonel, as in military.
No sense there at all. Minuscule. Now you're thinking minuscule since it means tiny. It would be M-I-N-I, right? No, it's M-I-N-U-S-C-U-L-E. So you have to picture minuscule. I always try to do it that way because it makes it easier for like Zoe to remember how to spell.
I just say really small and we keep moving.
Dilate. Now, dilate logically, how would you spell that?
Dial, 8.
So
E-A-T.
You're picturing D-I-A-L?
Sure.
It's dilate, D-I-L-A-T-E. There's no actual A after the I.
Dilate.
It makes no logical sense.
Welcome to America.
This is one that even when I was in pre-law, everybody misspelled, which totally cracked me up. Indict.
To indict someone.
To indict someone. You were always picturing that would be like I-N-D-I-T-E, right?
Right.
Indict. No, it's I-N-D-I-C-T.
Sure.
So, I mean, and it's this is the one that's the cruelest, number 5. And
okay, wait. Let's do this like a spelling bee.
Okay.
Tell me say the word.
Spell sacrilegious.
Can you please use it in a sentence?
It is sacrilegious to be running your skateboards in the chapel.
S-A-C-R-I-L-E-G-I-O-U-S. Sacrilegious.
Very good, Todd.
I get a trophy.
So
I get a trophy for participating.
But it never sounds the way it should be spelled. It's just unfair. I feel for you.
So when I think of child labor, I think of
like
Asia.
Indonesia or Bangladesh.
Yeah,
somewhere
I think of that, but not
Spanish fork.
Well, Spanish fork. I'm not sure why.
No, still.
Why?
This came from a whistleblower, Michelle Garcia. She was actually a 1099 employee at this factory. It's for leggings.
1099?
Leg-alicious leggings.
So you get paid by the hour. You're not on a salary.
It's a contract worker, so she didn't get benefits and she didn't get anything like that. But she was working 78 hours a week and not getting overtime.
Which is
it's
illegal.
still illegal just because they're 1099. And because... She was working all those hours. Apparently, she was also handling a lot of the paperwork, which is where she found out that a huge majority of the children that were working there were 13 years old.
Oh, there's labor laws.
13 is illegal. That is child labor. So when she told the owner this and said, "Hey, Karen Figger, owner of Legalicious Leggings, this is illegal. This is child labor violations," she was fired. So she ended up going to court, and she got a fairly large settlement for herself for all the overtime. But more importantly, Legalicious Leggings had to pay $85,000 in child labor law violations. This is for the federal government.
Did the kids make any money off this?
No, they don't get anything. It goes to the U.S. Department of Labor as a fine. But she used the classic defense, which is, I did not know.
Oh, you're an idiot.
That using 13-year-olds was illegal. But in any case, I just thought it was so random.
Tender side of sports, I'm here for you.
Tell me.
Okay, so baseball, Chicago Cubs and the Houston Astros were playing on Wednesday night. First baseline is a dangerous place to sit.
You're always telling me that. Now, why is it more people get nailed there than anywhere else?
Because most people bat like this, fouls out and runs down that line where all those heads are. And they've put netting a certain length, and yet then they don't care about the people afterwards.
They're in cheaper seats.
And they beamed a kid.
Who is the guy? Who's the batter who nailed this?
Albert Elmora Jr., and he hit a line drive. When they come off, they're just beaming. And usually they hit 3 or 4 people until they stop. This one nails this little girl in the head.
Now, it's always awful, and it's not like anyone intended it, but this just sent him over the edge.
It did. There's a picture of him crying.
Yeah, with his baseball mitt over his face.
His helmet was over his head, and he was embracing a female security agent who was hugging him and stuff. Ugh.
Just hugging her like his mom and just bawling his eyes out. Now, the little girl was conscious, and they say
that she did well.
She'll be okay.
And they took her to the hospital to check her out.
It shook both teams so bad that they had to take a break.
Yeah.
Both teams were like, we can't play. You're going to have to give
the
us
outfielders.
And everyone was like kind of crying and upset.
The outfielders were coming in. I mean, just to, check it out, because no one, obviously that's just the most horrible thing.
But I love the fact, though, that at least they showed the compassion, and they're like, this is really serious versus, well, the game's got to go on now. Okay, that's too bad. Oh.
You want to buy me lunch?
Sure.
You want to pay $3.5 million for it?
I was thinking Noodles and Company, actually, but...
That's good, too. Last year, the price was $3,456.78.
$3.5 million.
3.4 last year, 3.5 this year. Warren Buffett auctions off a lunch with him to help the homeless in San Francisco. Now, his first wife is the one who started this, the Glide Foundation, and so he has stayed with it, and they've raised over $30 million for the charity.
Now, he's a CEO of Berkshire Hathaway. He's a billionaire. He still lives in the house that he grew up in. He's considered king of the stock market. When he says stuff is happening, stuff is happening.
He bought a train company. Like, I think it was like Union Pacific or something.
With a snap.
He goes, you know what?
I like trains.
Choo, choo, choo. Give me a hat. I want to...
Can you imagine what you could learn from him, though? Just sitting there for 3 or 4 hours.
So what would you ask him? What would you ask him?
Number one, I'd chain him to the table, and I would just get... no, but there's just so many questions.
Like what?
Just his understanding of like how the stock market works and how the economy works.
Right.
I mean, I would want selfish information for our own financial, but we're so insignificant it would be hard to know if he could do anything. But I want to know how he knows how it all works.
Where do I put my $4?
No, but you know what I mean? Like, how did it develop like this? Did you know that it worked this way?
Right.
I don't know. I think that would be so cool.
I think it'd be really interesting to see the progression of how he got to where he is and still has this, lives in a small house.
Yeah, very matter of fact.
Does that. Who I'd really want to be, though, is the server.
Why the server?
I would want to be the server because, according to my math, and I wouldn't trust it, 20% of 3.5 million is about $70,000, and I'm there for that tip. I'm there.
Would you like more water, sir?
Because you know he's going to tip 20%. He's Warren Buffett.
I don't think it's quite how that counts.
$3.5 million. Come on, Warren.
I think it's probably just based on the sandwich or whatever you're getting it.
Make it rain. Make it rain. That's all.
Have a wonderful weekend. When we come back on Monday, we begin the Father's Day cavalcade of goodies, meaning we've got stuff for your dad for Father's Day.
Do we? Mm-hmm. Oh, better stuff than I talked about.
But it would still be fun to see what everyone else wants for Father's Day. Are you like Todd? Did you have some different ideas?
We'll find out.
Because it just seems like dads get dissed. All the radio contests we used to do where it's like, the laziest dad in the world, you're going to get a Barca lounger on a TV. And it's like, can you insult them even more?
Actually, it's not so bad. We'll see you Monday on the Todd and Erin Daily Stream.
You are a man of simple tastes, aren't you?
I have a sectional and a flat screen. I never get to watch it because there's always Train My Dragons on. Training My Dragons, we've watched every episode 85 times.
You're a good dad.